Okay, well, good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining GoGrid's Managed Monitoring versus Managed Security webinar this morning. My name is Debbie Christie, and I am one of the Customer Success Managers here at GoGrid. And with me today, I have Jay, and Jay is one of our Tier 2 representatives. He's very familiar with the managed services. So, Jay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Debbie. I am Jay. I work here in the Tier 2 support department. I'm the voice on the other end of the phone when you call for help. Welcome and good morning.
Thank you, Jay. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And today our agenda, we're going to be covering managed monitoring, managed security, and distinguish the differences between the managed monitoring and the managed security. And we'll answer any questions our listeners have. And you'll also see on your screen that you'll have a section where you can go ahead and type in any questions you have. So go ahead and feel free to type the questions, and we'll address them on the end of the webinar. Okay. So, Jay, what is managed monitoring?
Well, Debbie, managed monitoring is designed to monitor all your services that you provide to the public or internal services that you provide to your own customers. This is designed so that we can determine when your services are up and when they go down. We monitor both multiple hosts and multiple services on your servers. And we monitor these services from multiple locations from all three of our data centers. And when a problem occurs, Debbie, we actually call the customer to alert them that there's a problem.
Oh, that's great, Jay. That's a great feature.
This allows our customers to relax at night so they can sleep.
That's awesome. So less worry for our customers.
Less worry. Our goal here is to give them a good night's sleep like they're sleeping on a soft cloud.
There you go, Jay.
You know I had to say, Debbie.
I know you
cloud
did, Jay.
services.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to our next slide. Now, managed security. Jay, could you go ahead and explain what managed security is, please?
Yes, Debbie. Our managed security service is designed to determine when a breach or other security threat has occurred in your system. Okay? To accomplish this, we deploy a VM within your network that's specifically monitoring your network for problems. As you can see here with this little security server down here, it is inside your network, and it is designed to scan your servers for vulnerabilities and then monitor the logs and other issues, the network type packets and stuff, when, so that you can be alerted when there is a problem. Okay? And when a breach does occur, again, we call you, let you know that there's a problem.
That's great. That's a really great service to offer there, Jay. So it's kind of like I feel real secure with my servers. I don't have to worry about any issues. GoGrid will alert you if anything happens.
That's correct. It's like having an alarm system in your house. When some intruder walks in, a big alarm goes off, and the police come and arrest the intruder. Okay?
Great.
And on top of this, Debbie, we also help you with your HIPAA and your PCI compliance reporting.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Yes, this is designed so that when you're working on your PCI and your HIPAA compliance, you can show them the report and say, here's what's going on in my network. Here's our security situation.
Wonderful. That sounds great. Okay, let's go ahead and now, Jay, I know you just went over both the managed monitoring and managed security, but can you go ahead and give us more of a simple breakdown of what the differences are?
Well, the basic idea here is that our managed monitoring services make sure that your services remain online. And our managed security service is designed to make sure that your services have not been breached.
So both of these together would be an awesome package, so I would be alerted if any situation happens to my server.
Right. If anything goes wrong, we give you a call, wake you up if necessary, and we can work with you online that way.
That's really a great service. So let's go ahead and see if we have any questions from our listeners today. And we do have one question, and the question would be, so Jay, how would I go about ordering these services?
Well, the best way to order these services, Debbie, is to go ahead and contact your sales representative. they will be able to get you set up and provision the service.
I see. It sounds quite easy.
It's easy as making a phone call.
That is great. That is great. Let's see, do you have any other questions from our listeners today? Well, looks like that's about it today. So let's go ahead and go over some basic information that we have here for our GoGrid support team. If you're interested in learning more about the managed monitoring, managed security, you could always go to our GoGrid wiki, which is full of information and how-tos, as well as our blog is current up-to-date on any updates that would affect anything towards your accounts or your servers or any new products, as well as the GoGrid.force.com. This is a new tool that we've implemented that you can have a simple how-to with a keyword, looking for what you need, as well as you can call us anytime. And Jay, aren't we available what?
We are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365.25 days a year.
Can you beat that? So we have our support team always waiting to help you. If you need any assistance with any of your infrastructure whatsoever. Also, if you need any additional assistance, you can always email our customer service team too at customerservice@gogrid.com, or simply please log into our live chat, which is available to the portal. That also is available for support and customer service and our billing departments during business hour for the customer service and billing. And if you enjoyed our webinar, which I hope you did this morning, you go ahead and join our next webinar, which is scheduled for October 9th, and that one will be covering how to use the GoGrid API. So we'd like to take this time to thank you very much for showing up today, and if you do have any questions, feel free to, looks like we have another question here, Jay.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
Can you read that?
Let me see. Yes, you mentioned monitoring. Well, what about prevention such as firewall device configuring and the local Windows firewall configuring, Jay?
We will answer basic questions about firewall config, but the managed monitoring service does not and is not designed to work with the to configure the firewall service on the fly. Or the managed security service is also not designed to modify the firewall on the fly.
Okay. Okay. And I hope that answers your question. It's not like you can always call them to support or shoot us an email, and we can or open up a case so we can cover more in depth for you. Also, you know too that we do have a final webinar coming up on the week after the 9th on a Wednesday covering a firewall. So that might be some information you might require there too. So any other questions we have from our listeners today? Take a look. So looks like
yes, it is just notification.
Okay, so just here we got Aaron. We got so just notifications for the configuration services.
Correct. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading that.
Okay, so is it really just notifications, not configuration services?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Is there any other questions you may have? You're welcome, Aaron. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate everybody taking the time out of their busy morning and joining us. So thank you, and thank you for being a valued GoGrid customer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Hope to see you on our next webinar.
Everybody have a great day. Thanks.